Yes.
Been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope beat.
It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is.
But you lost me for my twang.
That's right, it is Twangin' Tuesday. And on this day, I like to feature country music past, present, or future on the channel. Now, tonight is a voting night, and I went out and voted today. I actually had to go to 2 polls because I went to my old one, and they said, like, well, you've moved, so you can't vote here, or if you want to vote here, go ahead, but it's not going to count. And I wanted my vote to count because that's what you want your vote to do, is to count. So I voted, and I'm hoping that, the things that I voted for go my way, but if they don't, at my age, not everything that you want to have happen is going to have happen. So, you know what, you start to, reserve yourself for, the losses or taking the L's, as people might say it, sometimes in life. It's just what happens. But you don't go like storming the Capitol because you lost. I'm just saying. So, the first song that I'm going to do for y'all that already know me will be a Morgan Wallen song. And you know that it's going to be a Morgan Wallen song from the album One Thing at a Time. And I am on, this will be number 32. And I actually had to go over my whole list because I was like, what songs am I missing? And I realized that I missed a major song. And that song is called Thought You Should Know. Now, this, of course, came out in 2022 when the rest of the album did. But this one was actually released as a single. And I am very, very surprised I missed this one. So let's take a look at what this song did on the charts. And Balama went to number 85 in Australia, number 14 in Canada Hot 100, number 2 on the Canada Country, number 32 on the Global 200, number 18 in New Zealand, number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 1 on the Country Airplay, and number 1 on the Hot Country Songs. So, I have been I really had to, it took me like an hour to look at my videos and look at what the list is, and I'm like, what am I missing? And I got things like Whiskey Friends, Wine into Water, what is the other thing?
12 seconds later.
Days That End in Y, Born with a Beer in My Hand, and this one that I'm doing right now. So I am almost done with this particular album. And I was reading something or watching a video where, Jason Aldean is, jokingly, I'll give it to him, that he jokingly said that Morgan Wallen was messing it up for everybody else.
Who gives a fuck what you think?
Because he's putting out these double albums with all these songs on them, and some people just can't keep up. And I'm not mad at Morgan Wallen. Sometimes when you get a good album by somebody, especially back in the day, you would listen to it and you're like, man, I want more, but you knew you were going to have to wait a year, 2 years, 3 years before you get another song or another album. I mean, come on, Adele puts out one like every 4 or 5 years. Next thing you know, I can't even remember what the last one Adele does, because she always does like her age when the thing comes out. I think the next one's going to be like 45. I don't know. But Michael Jackson used to do one like every 4 or 5 years, but Michael would produce so much and put so much work into it, especially with the videos and everything else like that, that he would make, he made Thriller last for 3 or 4 years. Even though you might have bought the album, he was still putting out videos for 3 or 4 years afterwards. And I was like, thumbs up for us, because we couldn't wait for Michael Jackson's videos as opposed to just the songs. And Prince was doing a lot. He was putting out an album at one point. I think he put out he might have put out like 10 albums in the 80s alone, and that's more than one a year, or one a year, 80, 81, 82. But he was putting out a lot of albums in the 80s. So, and he put out a double album right at the very end. Sign of the Times was a double album. So, if you like videos like this and others on my channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least 10 videos each and every week. I gotta make up because I did not do one last night, considering the fact that I had to make a bunch of runs after I got off of work, and then I had to get up early today. I just sacrificed Monday. So we will see who is going to get an extra video or two. So without any further ado, here is Morgan Wallen and Thought You Should Know.
What you say about my mama? Huh?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Morgan. Happy birthday to you.
What's going on, mama? Something just dawned on me. I ain't been home in some months. Been chasing songs and women, making some bad decisions. God knows I'm drinking too much. Yeah, I know you've been worrying about me. You've been losing sleep since 93. I thought you should know that all those prayers you thought you wasted on me must have finally made their way on through. I thought you should know I got me a new girl down there in Jefferson City, and she lets me fish whenever I want to. Yeah, I'm still proud of where I came from, still the only damn son. Can you believe I'm on the radio? Just thought you should know, thought you should know, thought you should know. Oh, by the way, mama, didn't mean to ramble on you. How's everything back at home? Yeah, how's that garden coming? Is dad still doing dumb shit? And how'd he keep you this long? Yeah, I'm sorry that I called you so late. I just miss you, but anyways, I thought you should know that all those prayers you thought you wasted on me must have finally made their way on through. I thought you should know I got me a new girl down there in Jefferson City, and she lets me fish whenever I want to. Yeah, I'm still proud of where I came from, still the only damn son. Can you believe I'm on the radio? Just thought you should know, thought you should know, thought you should know. Yeah, I know you've been worrying about me. You've been losing sleep since 93. I thought you should know that all those prayers you thought you wasted on me must have finally made their way on through. I thought you should know that I really like this girl down in Jefferson City, and turns out she's a lot like you. Yeah, I'm still proud of where I came from, still the only damn son. The bus is leaving, so I gotta roll. Just thought you should know, thought you should know, thought you should know. I thought you should know, thought you should know. I thought you should know, thought you should know, thought you should know.
That was sweet. It made me, it had a lot of things in my head, and I don't write shit down that, well, I should do, but I don't. It's just I do these things off the top of my head. The first thing I will say is that the beginning of the song had a feeling of knock knock knocking on heaven's door, the way it started off, and I was like, okay, this will be sweet. But with this cadence, it takes it away from there. But there were still moments in the song that kind of gave that kind of feel. It's a soft song. You hear the snare a lot more, like almost like those whisk things that you see. You hear that a lot more than just a heavy, hit of a snare. Also, it's a letter to his mom, or maybe even a phone call to his mom, giving her an update on his life. I know this a lot because I try to talk to my mother at least once a week, and I know, of course, she worries about me just like I worry about my children. I worry about what they're doing. I worry how they're doing, and I hope they're doing okay. And I'm sure even with me being this old, I definitely know my mother worries about me because, I've got so many certain issues going on that it's like, damn, when is he not going to have these kind of issues? And I don't know. I'm sorry, Mom, I don't know. But I'm trying, and I think she knows that. The other thing, realizing that, my family really didn't have video cameras growing up, and he was in the 90s. I was born in 69.
69, dudes!
So, even though my step-grandfather was a professional photographer, I don't have a lot of pictures of me. The best pictures of me were taken by him when I was like 2 or 3 years old. I can't find those pictures anymore because they're with my stepfather, and he's a dick.
And that's the truth. Root.
Gotta say it, he's a dick. And so, I don't have those kind of, my memories are what I'm doing, and I'm kind of chronicling certain things when I talk, on these videos. I'm kind of trying to chronicling certain memories that I have. When I lived in the UK, and when I lived in any place, I chronicle them by remembering exactly where I was, certain songs that were playing, certain movies that I watched, and certain TV shows that I watched. I think that's going to help me in my older years, but I don't know. We'll see. The other thing that kind of made me really think is that Morgan Wallen is so young that the kind of women that I'm trying to date are Morgan Wallen's mom's age. And his mom looks really, really good. Morgan Wallen, I don't know how old Morgan Wallen is. I'm thinking he's almost 30. So his mom would be, like maybe 55. I'm 54. I bet you she's younger than me. I bet you she's younger than me. But, she's still, those are the kind of women that I'm trying to date, because I already did my dirt when I tried to date with somebody who was really, really younger than me. And, so, great song, very sentimental song, very soft song, very, letting his mom know I'm doing okay. Got me a girl. I'm getting ready. I'm on the radio. I'm doing all these things, and it's like you don't have to worry about me. I'm doing okay. I might be drinking a little bit too much, or but I'm still doing okay. I'm still kind of grounded, and my girlfriend lets me go fishing and things like that. So I like the song. It's a very sentimental song, and I can see why it would have gone to #1 in a country airplay, because I do know that, depending on where you are within this country, even in Canada it showed, but in other places, people like a sense of family. People like those kind of songs that, are unabrasive, that, are make you think about memories of, togetherness and childhood and family and loving and children and everything like that. Those are the songs that really resonate with a lot of people because everybody has to go through that. If you're a parent, you have children. If you're a child, you have a parent. It's just the way it works. So, if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.